Now, we have Tuhin Sinha, author, a researcher, and also BJP spokesperson with us. Tuhin, this is what the NSUI has written, and I'm reading that portion which, when they object to Savarkar, saying Mr. Savarkar is mythologized in popular imagination as Veer Savarkar. He not only refrained from participating in the freedom struggle after the British released him from prison on account of his relentless pleas for mercy, but also actively supported the English rulers to whom he had declared his loyalty. At a time when Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was raising his Indian National Army to confront the British in India, Savarkar helped the colonial government recruit lakhs of Indians into armed forces. So this is what they are saying, that he destabilized the freedom movement by pushing his communal ideology, which deepened the communal divide. Clearly contrary to what Vikram Sampath in his commentary, exhaustive commentary, writes and details.
Anand,
Contrary to what Uday Mahurkar, the information commissioner, in his book also writes.
Very shocking, but NSUI, just like their leader, Rahul Gandhi, has a pathological hatred for facts. It has a pathological hatred for the real icons of the country, and they only want to glorify those who were obedient towards Nehru. It is very sad that after all the research material brought out by Uday Mahurkar, Vikram Sampath, and several other authors, they continue to spread falsehood and canards about Savarkar. Until some time back, while I would be waiting to see what Uddhav Thackeray says on this, but till some time back, we enjoyed even the support of the Uddhav faction of Shiv Sena on this issue, which was very shocking.
Foremost, most detailed by Dhananjay Geer. That was the first book, and all three of them highlight different, all three authors. And I have Faizal Shaikh with me of the NSUI, State Vice President with us. So the NSUI, Faizal, writing a letter clearly objecting to the international hostel facility being named after Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. You have once again echoed the same thoughts as the Congress and the NCP, that it should be named after Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj.
Absolutely. We, as an NSUI, we are opposing the name of the new hostel facility under the name of Savarkar ji, and we strongly believe that the name should be given to one who has done contribution for the students' fraternity welfare, and that is rightly Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj has done it for everyone. Let it be the underprivileged one or socially bad or economically bad people. So that's the reason we are asking and we are urging to the governor to take back his decision and name it after Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj.
But why the rejection of a freedom fighter like Veer Savarkar, somebody who wanted an undivided India, was against partition, and called out movements like the Khilafat movement being pushed in India, and also challenged the Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali brothers?
He has not contributed once he was released from the prison. He has not contributed in the Koshyari India movement. He has asked his people not to back off from the government job and rather serve the Britishers. So that is a very strong objection from our side, and we believe Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj has done a tremendous contribution. That's the reason we are opposing Savarkar. We are recommending.
So that's where the objection, Faizal, is coming from. I've got Tuhin Sinha with me on the phone line. Tuhin, would you want to respond?
They continue to be very economical with the truth and with the facts. For somebody who had spent 10 years, more than 10 years in that circular prison in Andaman Nicobar Islands, the least that one expects is some amount of respect. But then the disrespect which they show towards Savarkar is more towards, the Congress I have maintained in recent times, the Congress is the present-day Muslim League. The levels to which it goes to appease a certain section of radicalized elements who are opposed to people like Savarkar, this basically is an extension of that appeasement politics towards radicalized elements in the country, which is what makes the Congress politics extremely, extremely shameful.
Well, but does Faizal, do you have the support of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction? in this decision, because clearly the Congress and the NCP have mooted the objection, and clearly the NSUI is echoing the same.
Exactly. We would ask everyone to come down on this.
You believe that Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and the Shiv Sena under Mr. Uddhav Thackeray will agree to your interpretation of Mr. Vinayak Damodar Savarkar and what you think about him?
It is our part to convey the message to them, but we are very firm on our thing. We are very firm about our thing, and we will take it 110%.
You are firm about your position, but you're not. I'm only asking, do you think that the Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray will also support you, and will the Yuva Shiv Sena also support you? Yuva Sena also support you?
We would take down our recommendations to them, and it is their part whether they are supporting us in that or not. But I am majorly what I believe is the Shiv Sena would give it a fix from their side when it comes to Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj.
Let me just ask you: have you received a confirmation of or a receival note of your letter from the governor's office? And is there a response expected from the governor?
It is just been posted an hour before. It has been sent to the secretary to the governor as well as to the vice chancellor directly on his direct contact. We have done through WhatsApp as well. So 110% there's recently they have been viewed it. We are very sure about it.
Right.
There is no affirmative reply from their side.
Right. We'll see how the governor's office responds to this, because the objection has also been raised by the political leaders, but now it's the students' wing. That's the NSUI that's also now raised the objection. Faizal Shaikh, thank you for speaking with us. Tuhin Sinha, do you believe that it is important to see how the Uddhav Thackeray faction responds?
Well, the Uddhav Thackeray faction is immaterial. It's inconsequential right now, because till the time they were in power, they had some authority, and they just to cling to power, they were okay with whatever insults the Congress party heaped upon Savarkar. But right now, Uddhav Thackeray is inconsequential because of his appeasement of the Congress party. But it is very sad that at a time when the Congress party is battling its worst existential crisis, the only joy it derives is by deriding iconic Hindu figures and iconic nationalist figures who fought for India's freedom.
Well, the point is that that they have to set the record. They have to set the record straight as far as the. So we are now going to take a very short break here on The Nation at 5. I can hear a lot of buzz behind me in the newsroom. So clearly we have a news break when we come back. Stay with us.